so
You'll
easily.
fall in love with the non-baby woman?
Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be something to happen to you.
Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
Strap on.
and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
You guys are in for a wild ride. Let me just tell you that. Why is that? Because my mother decided to come to the recording studio doped out of her mind today.
I'm not that doped. I'm just a little...
Scale 1 to 10, how doped are you right now?
About 4.
You're at 4?
I'm at a 4.
About 10 minutes to 4, we were leaving for the studio where I go to pick her up. Then we drive over here. She goes, "Oh, I just took a quarter of a Klonopin." I'm sorry. I'm going to be a little out of it.
I have not taken that shit for years.
But you had to do it today. You had a little too much on the plate.
I got
feeling a little anxiety.
A little too much anxiety. I'm like, that's it.
So here we
Quarter
go.
Klonopin later. So you guys are in for a real dope sick ride here.
A dope sick ride. And as always, we're starting it with a sneaky freak question of the week. If you guys want to participate and let us know your thoughts on this question of the week, give us a text at 310-356-3920.
You almost forgot that.
No, I didn't. I for some reason thought you were going to chime in there.
Are you getting like dope sick like vibes from me?
Yeah, I'm getting the contact high over here.
You got a contact dope sick high.
Contact dope sick high.
I wish I was high. I'm not high.
Okay, well, we're not gonna get you high on top of being fucked up already. Here's your question. You came up with this question of the week.
I love it when you listen to me.
The question you came up with is, if you could get a one-night hall pass, who would it be with? And for those just tuning in and don't know what a hall pass is, how would you describe it?
I would describe it.
Oh my God. Why?
I had to take a sip of tea before I described it.
She's like snaking around the mic to sip this tea in the middle of a sentence.
Okay. I would describe a hall pass as if you're in a relationship and it's semi-monogamous.
Semi-monogamous.
Monogamish.
Okay.
How do you say monogamish?
Where it would be against the rules to fuck someone else.
Yes, but you got a like one night hall pass with anyone in the world.
Yeah.
Dead or alive.
Yeah.
Who would it be?
Exactly. Who would you say, mother?
Hall pass meaning that you can...
Everyone knows what a hall pass is at this point.
You just asked me to explain what a hall pass was.
Yeah, but you explained it. You could sleep with anyone in the world without any consequence.
Well, it's more than sleep in the same bed.
I know. You're fucking... Whose hall pass is to just sleep beside someone?
If you need a good night's sleep, maybe sleeping next to...
My answer would definitely change. I think I would sleep next to the Buddha or something like that.
You and the Buddha in bed.
I'd wake him up, ask him some questions, go back to sleep, feel that vibe. Very calming vibe.
Yeah, I think that you'd be able to sleep
very well.
But I have a feeling little Buddha would snore.
You think that little Buddha belly would cause some congestion?
We need to look into this for future episodes.
Wow, we're going to research that shit.
Does the Buddha snore?
That's a good book title. Mom.
What?
Who was your fucking answer? Who was your hall pass?
I had 2.
Okay.
And they keep changing, by the way. But
by the hour?
No, this has been a constant. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, constant.
Constant. It's the fucking Ocean's 11 crew over and over again.
And I want Brad Pitt on the horse.
What?
When he was running Legends of the Fall. That's what it was.
Legends of the Fall. I think you've talked about that on the show before.
Yeah, he's out there on the horse and the hair is blowing in the wind and he's looking mighty fine.
Mighty fine. What is it about his vibe? Is it a vibe or is it just a look?
It's the whole package.
The whole thing. He's a real cowboy.
I don't know if he really is a cowboy, but he's adorable.
He's a fucking actor. Not a cowboy.
So it's been constant with the George and him.
What's with George? What is it about these guys?
I once got to see George in person and realized he's very small.
Really?
He's a slight build.
Why do I have a feeling he's going to be my size?
No, I don't. I'm just
you
saying
think
he's
smaller than me?
I don't know exactly. I didn't. Why does it have to boil down to you?
Because I could just see the judgment. The judgment it's like a ricochet judgment.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, it was like an opening.
Do we need to look up the height of George Clooney right now?
Okay.
Are you talking about his build or his height?
Height.
Joelle, can you look that up for us, please?
And while you're looking up George Clooney's height, I will tell you a little George Clooney story.
Do I have to share how tall I am?
No.
I'm not ashamed.
You're 5'4".
I'm not. He's 5'10". Mom.
What?
He's an inch taller than me. Easy. And on my bad days, he might be 2 inches taller than me.
But when they film him, he looks like he's really tall. So that's why.
He has fucking 5'11". Motherfucker's almost 6 feet, Mom. You said he's small?
He's very slight.
Slight?
He was a slight build.
5'11" is fucking enormous.
Well, he looked small but also qualifier, I was on Quaaludes.
When you've met him?
I didn't actually meet him. What happened was I was in Vegas.
You saw him on a show or something?
No.
Huh.
Will you let me get my point across here? I was in Vegas doing the Quaaludes as one does. And we were walking through a mall and there was a Planet Hollywood opening. And I guess he was like the star of the opening or whatever. So I saw him inside and they wouldn't let anybody in there. And I just I don't know what I talked to the maitre d'. I said I left my husband in there or my jacket or something.
Planet Hollywood.
I got in there.
Why is he in Planet Hollywood?
It was the opening of the Planet Hollywood in Vegas. It was a big deal.
Okay.
So I got in there. I snuck in there.
All right.
By myself. Took a gander of him. So which accounts for maybe why I thought he was slight build, because basically I was seeing him from afar.
Okay.
And it was exciting. And that was the end of the story.
All right. We got the very tiny George Clooney that you'd have a hall pass with.
And the very sexy and
can we get a height check on the Brad Pitt, please?
See, I happen to like shorter men.
Did you make this shit up? It says 5'10" and 3/4.
I guess I
5'10" and 3/4 is such a random number to put. Is so obsessed with his height. Yeah, they ran.
So
out
they're
to
both
5'11".
about 5'11". I guess that's my height. 5'11".
It was my father was 5'11".
He was 5'11". My current boyfriend is 6'2".
That's tall to me. That's a tall man.
6'2".
6'2" is even taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boyfriend Deez has a full 12 inches on me.
Wow. Average height is 5'9".
Oh, there you go.
We're all fucking.
You're
we're all
above
average.
You're
can
average.
Can I actually? This relates. Is it a turn on or a turn off when you're on a date with someone and you tell them that you have your average in all areas of
penis too?
Yes.
Why would you bring that up?
She brought it up. In
what date was this?
What do you mean? What date? Is it date? What do we start
at? First date or 12 weeks in?
It was a second date. It was a second date, and somehow I don't know how my own dick started coming up in the discussion topics, but it did, and I just set the. I thought I was being complimentary by telling her that I would have a very average dick.
Why is that complimentary?
Because I think it's nice to everything about me is average. My stature is average. My foot size. I'm a medium in everything.
That's nice.
Dick medium.
Medium dick is better than small dick. I guess
to
micro dick.
Like pat me on the back, tell me no. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's like a perfect boyfriend dick. I don't feel any shame around this until you just started patting me.
When she called you the boyfriend dick.
The boyfriend dick. It's just medium. It's average.
I like medium.
All right. So, I don't see why it's a problem to be 5'9", to have an average dick, to wear a size medium pant.
I see nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, I think you're looking good today. You actually are wearing clothes that you bought.
I bought clothes. Hello. That was a first.
I mean, you've been gone on this digital nomad journey for a long, long time. And you've been wearing hand-me-down clothes from people around the world.
People like to give me clothes. Why do you find it so disgusting?
Because you want to have something that you bought on your own.
Why?
Who gives a fuck? I don't know. I just think it's like...
It does fit me better, and it has fewer holes than most of my other clothes.
That's what I'm getting at. It doesn't, like your jacket, for example. It's very worn out.
You bought me the jacket.
7 years ago.
Okay.
It's time to get a new jacket.
It works fine, Mom. Can we move on?
So do you have a hall pass?
Yeah. There's someone who I bank with.
Oh, no, you don't.
Who I would.
Are you telling me?
Who would be my hall pass?
My financial planner? Is that who you're talking
don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
It's someone who you bank with.
Yeah.
And is she close to being your age?
No.
What'd you say? She's closer to my age or older.
She's older than you.
And
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't think you're kidding.
I was an inside joke.
You had another one that was in their 90s, wall trout.
Oh, that is true. My grandma once went to a rehab facility and shared a room with a beautiful 96-year-old.
Who his name is Walt Trout.
I had to.
How do you have a name like Walt Trout?
I don't know.
I mean, what could possess?
You're born in a fucking different century. That's
born in a different century, but I mean, is that Walt Trout have something to do with fishing?
She might be 105 right now. She's long gone.
Why are you saying she's gone? There's
probably no way Walt Trout's sticking around.
She took 45 minutes to put her makeup on.
I know. She was trying to impress me. Okay.
She was trying to impress you.
My hall pass, I started thinking it wouldn't be a celebrity.
It would not.
No, it would not. There was a girl that I had such a crush on in my senior year of college. It just never worked out. I had to find out her name. I forgot her name today.
Oh, was it Kristen Walker?
No, it was Cassandra. I don't even know if that's actually the right girl. It might have been
a
different. I think it might have been a different girl in this. We were all in this like work group together. I forgot her fucking name.
So did you ask her out?
I think she had a boyfriend at the time. But I think years later I discovered that she might have had a little crush on me. I'm not sure.
I hate that. When you go to reunions and you find out that people had crushes on you and they never bothered telling you at the time. At the time, it would have been a lot more meaningful.
Well, she was in a fucking relationship.
You could still have said.
I don't know. At this point, we're just...
So is she married or single?
I think she's got the children and everything now.
The children and everything. Well, that doesn't mean she's still with the same man.
That's true. Yeah, so maybe a hall pass for her.
Hall pass for her.
All right.
Cassandra, possibly question mark.
Possibly question mark. What did you just bring up? Another completely different topic. What was that?
Kristen Walker.
We're
going to save that topic for later on. You guys just...
That would be a hall pass for sure.
You guys just remember, we're gonna give you a little treat. So hang in there on this podcast because there's going to be a treat.
Treat.
For those of you sneaky freaks who have been listening since day one, this is going to make you laugh.
It's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you cry, make you shiver.
So what did all the sneaky freaks have to say?
So you guys, when I said shiver, I was reminded the last time I made out with someone, she asked me, "Why are you shivering?"
Why were you shivering?
Too aroused. When
you are aroused, you shake?
Sometimes I got a little teeth chattering.
Your teeth are chattering. You're
that hyper aroused. She's like, you got to cool it.
Maybe you should take some of the drugs I just took.
Cool. I honestly, I should be popping Klonopin before going on these dates. I'd be much chiller. Okay. This is from Gabriel. By the way, we love when you guys text us. So thank you very much for chiming in here.
And by the way, so I was with someone who signed up for our text line yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a procedure.
It's a procedure, but it's worth it.
It's worth it, you guys. So you'll get a text back from us, and then it says fill out this, a couple questions. So fill out the questions because otherwise we don't ever get a chance to text you back. Then
that's exactly
so just
right.
Make sure you fill it out to its completion.
Okay, so Gabriel from LA, here's what he says. Happy you asked, Mama, about the hall pass. Thank you. To be honest, you.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, fucking you. You're such a good sport. Your sense of humor is one thing I admire about you.
Thank you, Gabriel.
You raised a funny and innovative young man.
Is that you?
Thank you, Gabriel. This is a lovely...
This is not even a hit on or shit on. This is just straight up hit on.
You both are a fan favorite. It would be a privilege to experience such a night with yourself, Mama. You'd be free to use me for your wants, needs, pleasures, and desires.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby, Gabriel.
Gabriel, I'm going to take up
You're the hall
offer.
Pass, Mom. Can you believe that?
I'm the hall pass.
Part of me thought you were coming up with this question so that you'd hear...
I can hear Gabriel's response?
That you'd hear responses just like this.
Okay, so I have to admit...
You expected...
There was a part of me that was hoping that one of the sneaky freaks would want me as their hall pass.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you're going for one. Carlos says, this is a great question.
Thank you, Carlos.
I would definitely sleep with my mother-in-law because she looks like a freak and a great, nice ass.
Oh, my God.
Carlos.
Carlos is looking at
the fucking hall pass.
The mother-in-law's ass.
The mother-in-law. I mean,
It's okay. When I told you I wanted this question, you assumed it was going to be all celebrities, and I said, I
truth
bet
be
you.
told, we got a lot of celebrity answers, but I kind of pushed them to the bottom because I know no celebrities.
I saw one of them was Pedro Pascal from The Last of Us, who I happen to agree with that too. We should have had there should be qualifiers, like you have to pick someone who's new or something.
New?
Like
a new celebrity?
A new celebrity. A newer celebrity.
I couldn't tell you any. I'm embarrassed by how few celebrities I actually know.
Did anybody say their hall pass was Thich Nhat Hanh?
No.
For those of you who don't know who that is, I said dead or alive, Cam.
That's true. At what age would you fuck Thich Nhat Hanh?
Would I fuck Thich Nhat Hanh? I would never fuck Thich Nhat Hanh. He was never attractive to me.
I find him extremely attractive.
I was going to say you probably would find Thich Nhat Hanh attractive.
I would if I could be in his presence. This is
you would fuck Thich Nhat Hanh.
This is an ancient Vietnamese Buddhist monk, Zen Buddhist monk. If it allowed me to be close with him, I would have sex with him.
Oh, would you be the giver or the receiver?
Anything he wants, but truly, he wouldn't fuck me. We've talked about
he never fucks.
He doesn't fuck. Yeah, he does masturbate. Doesn't fuck. Those were loins that went unused.
And what a waste that is.
Mm-hmm. He could have made some beautiful Buddhist children. Brendan says, "I'm having a great week. Hope you're having a great week too. And I would sleep with my loving girlfriend. This is her and her 2 kids." And then he gave us a picture of the 2 little girls. Or no, I think it was the boys. I don't have
whatever the case may be, but I don't think Brendan understood the concept of the hall pass.
Well, maybe he's not fucking the girlfriend right now, and he would like that hall pass without any consequence.
Oh, because the kids are in the way, maybe?
Yeah, although if it's a loving girlfriend, my guess is they're probably fucking.
It sounded like that was a loving girlfriend.
I think he might have missed the idea of a hall pass. Okay, moving on to Julie.
Okay.
Julie says her hall pass is Theo Von in a heartbeat.
See, women like funny guys.
Okay, Theo Von. If you guys have not heard his podcast, I think it's my favorite podcast out there. And I know that puts me in a questionable state for all of you sneaky freaks who are
listening to our podcast,
who are on the more woke side, because he's so not woke. He says some very not politically correct shit.
Irreverent.
Very irreverent. I don't agree with a lot of his viewpoints. But
you still recommend it.
I kind of listen in amazement and amusement. I'm sorry. It makes me laugh. I don't know what to say, but I could see why. I actually was thinking the other day when I was listening and watching it. I actually watch his podcast. That's how much I actually enjoy it.
Obsessed with Theo Von.
Because he's saying all the things I would be just first of all, they wouldn't cross my mind. But even if they did cross my mind, I would be too terrified to fucking say this shit. So I kind of admire him from a comedic perspective. Like, he's balls of steel,
right?
Kind of. And he has a character, like he's kind of a clown, so
that's
he can
how
kind
you
of get away
justify
with it. Yeah.
He's a clown. What is his character?
He kind of plays like a dumb, trashy guy who grew up very poor, and like he plays an idiot.
Well, he probably grew up that way.
But he's fucking brilliant. So it's clear. It's like something weird is going on in my brain when I'm watching him.
It's a clown-like.
Yeah, it is a clown vibe. Anyway,
okay.
I was thinking, do people actually want to fuck him? And apparently Julie does.
Did Julie say why?
No, but in a heartbeat, she said. It's clearly.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
I have a feeling she probably finds him entertaining. Or maybe he's very tall too, so maybe he's very.
I don't know what's with you in the height issue.
Well, you were the fucking that brought this shit up.
No, I didn't.
This was
bring it
not
up.
even in the room at all.
I did not
and
bring it
then
up.
You brought it up by saying George Clooney. By the way, he's fucking small as fuck.
I said slight to the build, like he wasn't.
He's very large.
And you know who else is very small? I heard Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone also. Joel, are you on it?
It's it's the same thing, by the way, when you're talking about porn and dick sizes.
Yeah.
Same thing. People think that these porn stars have these huge dicks, which they tend to because that's what they're hired for. But there are ones that don't have the hugest dick, but it looks huge by the angle of which it's shot.
5'10" Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone
still
is 5'10".
taller than me.
God
damn it.
I had heard he was very short.
Very short.
But did they say if he's wearing heels or not? I hear he wears heels.
These boots, by the way, I got a little lift. New boots, new lift.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. There was something that I wanted to say. Oh, I was re-listening to our podcast last week.
Okay.
The one that, okay, it came out a few weeks ago, actually. Came out maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was talking about how, I'm starting to work out more because I want to like attract women with my body a little more.
Okay.
Use it as an asset.
As opposed to a deficit?
Well, and I think I came across a bit too much being like, I think I sounded like, I only am looking at the body type when
no one is thinking of you that way.
I started hearing that and thinking that, and it honestly was not true because I was like, is that really true? And then I looked through who I'm like matching with. That is, it has very little to do with the actual body type. It's the vibe that's coming across. And I think it's what you said, actually, where you said in the show, like, you take care of your body because it makes you feel confident. You feel more confident in your body when you feel like you have like autonomy over it, which creates sexiness. And I think that is that type of confidence, which can come from a bunch of different areas, is what I'm actually looking for.
So you're not just trying to build up to be steroid man. You're just trying to look confident.
I'm trying to feel confident in my own skin, I guess, and I'm looking for that in partners too.
You found that in your shoe.
What?
Now you got a nice heel. Lift you up a little bit.
Extra. What the fuck kind of? I'm gonna ignore that goddamn comment, Mom.
Well, if one of the things that was bothering you is you didn't feel like you were tall enough.
I didn't have any insecurity about my height until you started coming in here saying George Clooney is a goddamn little person and he's
slight. He's slight.
Slight, and he's fucking.
Maybe I should have qualified and said thin.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that was a redaction from the last podcast that I wanted to go through. L says, that's a great question. Plural. I don't know. Too many choices to narrow it down. I would have to say Alicia Keys. She's my dream girl.
Wow.
I could see Alicia Keys being very fun to have a hall pass with. I would ask for her to play some music as well.
While she's having sex with you, you'd have to sing.
I would say before and after. Not during.
You don't want her to sing during? Why not?
I don't know, she's orgasming and singing at the same time. You ever sang during sex?
Knowing me, probably.
You think so?
I sing all the time when it's least expected.
Well,
like
during sex,
during this podcast.
I think it's very unexpected during sex.
You never know.
Marley says Hugh Jackman, please and thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You would go for Hugh Jackman?
Oh, big time.
Big time Hugh Jackman fan.
Yes, Hugh Jackman. How tall is Hugh Jackman? This guy is tall.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman I'm guessing 6'3".
I've seen him in a one-man show, and he is tall.
So you don't think height has anything to because you hear.
No, I don't think height is a big deal because I'm 5'2", so anybody's tall compared to me.
Yeah, but I'm looking at these apps, 6'2".
Yep.
Same as these.
Yep.
I'm looking at these apps and I see some, I mean, it's mainly for the ones that are just hookup apps or like field.
You're the same height lying down.
But you can feel a difference. And some people on field are like, excuse me, no one under 5'10" for me, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I can flip that and tell you that a guy once asked me out, and on the phone, he's like, what size pants are you? I go, what the fuck?
What size pants?
Yeah. He goes, because if you're not a 4 or under, I'm not interested.
I wouldn't even know what the
Click.
fuck. Yeah, fuck that guy. Why does he even know women's pant sizes?
Because he's obviously trying to compensate for something.
Okay. Mother? Is it a dick reference now?
No, but it's lack of confidence.
That's fair.
Something.
This is from Anonymous. How about this? Anonymous says, one of my best friends has an older sister, flirted mercilessly every time we see each other. We both have awesome relationships and families, and I don't trust myself to be alone in a room with her without exploding my whole life. Ooh.
Oh. Well, that's
a best friend's older sister. I could see that.
A best friend's older sister.
Oh, wow. I could see that. Oh, yeah.
Wait, which best friend are you?
I'm just going through the Rolodex right now. Would any of my best friends have? I don't think many of my best friends have an older sister.
You know what? I get asked these questions a lot. Like, should we be with my mother-in-law or something? I'm very attracted to her. I'm always like, no.
Yeah, obviously, fucking no. What about best friend's older sister though?
I mean,
that's fine. I think
what's the relationship with the best friend? Is the best friend single? And
I think it's fine. I think that's totally fine. The sister is fine.
You can fantasize about anything anyway.
I do think that the fact that they have relationships and families is another situation though.
Yeah, it does get a little complicated.
That definitely gets complicated. How about Andrew, who says, my younger sister, she's 28 now. I know it's really bad and she doesn't look the greatest.
Wait, my younger sister doesn't look the greatest. What the hell is that?
I know.
That
I know
is
it's
not
really
nice.
bad and she doesn't look the greatest, but I feel like it would be great due to the taboo. My problem is that I've watched way too much porn and now it seems it has to be more extreme, which has given me
that's
dirty
interesting.
ideas that I clearly couldn't try in reality. So yes, my
Whoa.
sister, LOL. Man, Andrew is fucking very well self-aware. I also interesting judgment about the sister's looks. Despite this confession.
Despite this situation. But it also is, he's very aware of the role porn has taken him in his life.
Yeah, totally. I could imagine porn having that effect if you're
What
whole time
happens-
you're
yeah.
fucking watching your families
No.
fucking.
You watch a certain amount of porn and it takes you down into a rabbit hole and you end up in glory holes.
It's hard to find a video on there
Czechoslovakian
where
glory holes.
you're
in
always
particular.
fucking in the Czechoslovakian glory hole, mom. But it's hard to find porn now that's not with like a step family member.
It's very popular.
Extremely popular. So listen, Andrew, I say
Keep it to the fantasy level.
definitely keep it to the fantasy level, but I appreciate the sincerity and the honesty over there.
Yeah.
And I understand where you're coming from. Personally, I would never fucking come close to
Fantasizing about your sister.
fantasizing about my sister is repulsive to me. But yeah.
What about fantasizing about your younger brother?
No, definitely not my younger brother either. Oy. Anyway, moving along to Gary, who says, "Be you,
Be you.
B-E-Y-O-U, be you."
B-E ...
I don't know if he's telling us to like, hey, be yourself, hey, be you, or if he's saying his fantasy would be you, his hall pass would be you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's fucking saying about him.
He's saying be you. How do you know it's not you?
Gary's fucking constantly chiming in over here about how he wants to fuck you.
Gotcha. Okay. It would be you.
It would be you. T says Sierra Lynch for sure. She
Who is
came on
this?
the. You remember who is this? She came on the fucking podcast, Mom.
Oh, no.
She was the humiliatrix.
Oh.
Yeah, and T is also. We've talked to T before. He's into all the cuckolding and the. So it makes sense that
So
Sierra.
that probably can happen.
Sierra, she's constantly making guys feel real shitty, humiliated.
And T likes that.
T's into that.
All right.
Interesting. Okay. Justin says, oh, wow. I think most of mine would be misconnections. People I almost hooked up with, but it didn't work out for whatever reason. The timing, the privacy, hell, even courage, maybe. These are, of course, the very people that nobody would ever want to give you a hall pass for. Are you kidding me? Someone it almost worked out with? Hell no. That's pretty threatening to just about anyone. But no celebrities really hit my list. I think maybe I've been with enough people to have learned that what makes for a good sexual experience isn't based on our celebrity culture having pushed someone on me as having a pretty outer package. I fucking love Justin.
Wow, that is very intense, Justin.
Justin made some great points here.
What points do you think really resonated with you?
A, that he's interested in this person that it almost worked out with and didn't, similar to my situation, even though he sounds probably more certain than I am. B, the fact that would probably be most threatening in a relationship with someone. If I wanted my hall pass with someone that I fucking knew and had a potential fling with in the past. Potential. Okay. And 3, the celebrity. He's not so obsessed with celebrities because it was forced down. Is like, this is what's attractive.
Right.
Love it all. Justin.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Maybe I'd go with some ex-boyfriends to try to do it again.
Really?
Maybe.
Because you got the connection.
Yes.
That connect. I mean, you wouldn't get the story as much as like you fucking a dwarf like like George Clooney.
A dwarf? You're calling George Clooney a dwarf? He's not a dwarf.
He's
slight.
I forget. Is
Slight.
dwarf?
And it's
I'm
little
reading-
person.
is-
It's
is
little
it little-
person.
I'm
You don't
reading-
say dwarf.
I'm reading Lord of the Rings, so that's why I got a
Do
little
they
confused.
call it dwarf and
There are a
what?
lot of dwarves in Lord of the Rings. Anyway,
So, yeah.
okay.
He's not a dwarf.
All right. Moving on to Aaron. How about that?
Let's hear what Aaron has to say.
Aaron says Kerry Washington. Who is Kerry Washington again?
She's good.
She's good?
Good little actress.
Or Rihanna in her current pregnant state. Nothing
What?
hotter than sex with a beautiful pregnant woman.
First of all, I thought Rihanna had her baby.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Joelle.
Rihanna had the baby? 2 babies now.
Yeah.
1 baby's
so
in
she's still pregnant.
So,
All right.
Aaron is fantasizing about this beautiful,
Thank you, Joelle.
pregnant Rihanna.
Okay. Do you have fantasies about pregnant women?
Why you put me on the spot like that? You know, this is a very contentious topic over here.
Why?
You say, oh, I'm not, you have to be fully on board with pregnant women.
Well, I'm just saying, do you fantasize in general about them? Not the particular woman you impregnated.
No, I have never, truth be told, I've never really thought about them in different states of ovulation or pregnancy.
Ovulation is prior to pregnancy.
I just haven't, I don't get to that level of detail. I don't really think about what's going on in the womb.
Okay.
It's just fucking, and that's it.
It's just fucking. That's all it is as far as it gets you.
I'm not thinking too deeply. I'm barely thinking about what they're wearing, let alone.
And then you got your shivering going on.
A lot of shivering. We got Jason who says a transgender male, a woman with large tits but with a dick, STD free, of course.
Of course.
A trans woman looks like a woman super hot, but she has a penis. Thank you for that explanation, Jason. Thank you. All right.
Thank you for all that help, because we weren't 100% sure of this.
We got a hall pass for just a general trans woman.
Oh, I see something from Cassie.
Cassie says,
I'm going to say Cam the Clown.
Hello.
Charisma plus education plus celebrity crush. Doesn't get much better than that.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Charisma.
Cassie's got the little imagination going there.
Cassie, you made my fucking day. I texted Cassie saying she made my day.
Oh.
I love Cassie. Charisma, education.
Clown.
Celebrity. You think of me as a celebrity, mother?
No, she did.
I know, but do you think of me as a celebrity?
You are a celebrity in your own mind.
Joelle, do you think of me as a celebrity? Yeah, Joelle does think of me as a celebrity.
Joelle thinks he's a celebrity?
Yeah, thank you for that. Was the right response.
Oh, Cam is a celebrity.
Anyway, I'll take it, Cassie. That is very sweet of you. Yeah, we should end on that one.
No, there's got to be a couple more that say KarenLee.
We got a couple sneaky ones over here. Allison says Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Loretta, who I also couldn't picture right now.
You can't picture Ryan Reynolds. I like that. Oh, I forgot about Ryan Gosling.
Oh, boy.
Joelle?
Why does he need to look up everyone's site?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, God.
Ryan Gosling. Very cute.
He's got to be 6'2". Here we go. 6 foot.
6 foot.
We had Loretta saying, including no psychological consequences. Well, that would be my work crush. But seriously, wouldn't have to be no psychological consequences included for me to do that. And well, that's impossible. Wow, Loretta.
She's thinking of all the ramifications.
She's saying she doesn't really give a shit if there's no psychological consequences. If that person wanted to do it, she would do it.
Oh, is that what she said at the end there?
Well, I think that was my interpretation. Oh, no. But seriously, would have to be no psychological consequences included for me to do that. Ah, okay. I misinterpreted. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a hall pass. That's what a hall pass is.
That's what we're talking about.
Interesting. The work crush.
Oh, what is Tom the elder statesman saying?
Tom the elder statesman says, it would be a young 40-ish assistant in my chiropractor's office. She and I fucking click. Even my wife noticed how she lights up with me. Anyhow, she is very cute, and I fantasize about eating her.
Eating her while he's having a chiropractic exam?
Wow. Yeah, chiropractor's similar to the fucking, massage. I could imagine.
No, chiropractor's not they're not massaging.
Why not? I feel like they're just pushing on the back and shit.
Neck
yeah, I could see that as erotic. Tom, I hope it happens for you if you're able to make it happen. And then, it fits into your relationship. Joseph says, KarenLee, of course.
Booyah.
Surprise.
Booyah. Booyah, booyah, booyah.
That's it. That's our.
We're going to end on that one?
Yeah, let's end. That's the sneaky freak question of the week. Thank you guys for tuning in and for chiming in with your wonderful hall passes.
We love these texts.
They're very fun.
Again, if you want to find us,
310-356-3920. That number is in our episode's description. So just go there, check out the number, text us. It's very easy. We just text back and forth. Don't worry. It's a fun time.
And it's anonymous if you want it to be.
Sneaky freaks, I'm delighted to say that this episode is sponsored by Uberlube, our favorite lube.
Uberlube to save the day.
I have to say, I used Uberlube this week.
You did?
It was not just for a sexual purpose. I put it in my asshole.
What?
Yes, because it helps with chafing.
Yes, it
does.
does.
You know, I have some anus issues.
Did it help?
I think it did, actually. You know, it is perfect because it uses body-friendly ingredients, so I wasn't worried that it was going to screw me all up.
Right.
And I knew that thousands of doctors recommend Uberlube as their go-to solution for patients experiencing dryness, which is what I was experiencing in my asshole.
Which I recommend to all my friends who are going through perimenopause and menopause.
You guys know we love Uberlube. It's our go-to lube for any type of sex. And if you don't believe us, believe one of our sneaky freak listeners who tried out Uberlube. This is from Loretta. We think it's a good consistency, level of lubrication, and it leaves skin feeling soft and not sticky after washing off with soap and water, which is huge, by the way.
Huge, because otherwise you're stuck with that stank all over you.
That's exactly right.
You know what I love about it? It doesn't have a funky taste or a funky smell. It's just a perfect lubricant.
That's right. And right now, you Sneaky Freak can get 10% off and free shipping when you use code SNEAKY, SNEAKY, at uberlube.com. That's 10% off and free shipping. Just use code SNEAKY, SNEAKY, at uberlube.com. The link is in our episode's description. I would like to make another redaction.
Oh no, what's with the redactions?
I think here's what happened, honestly.
What?
I was in a foul mood when I recorded that 3 weeks ago. It was like right after my birthday weekend. Remember, I was giving you a hard time about my birthday?
Yeah, you gave me a little guilt trip.
Like a guilt trip because you didn't sing to me and you didn't make it a cake or anything. But you know what? I'm sorry for saying that.
You already apologized, I think, last week.
I didn't do it on the show. And I shouldn't have aired my dirty laundry, and I shouldn't have been so grumpy with you.
If the worst thing I do is forget to get you a birthday cake,
I apologize, is what I'm trying to say.
You don't need to apologize. No apology needed.
But yeah, because it also didn't even acknowledge that, you treated us all to dinner and you gave me a beautiful card. It was nice.
And I tried to get you a new jacket and you won't accept it.
Well, because my jacket is in fine shape. Okay. But anyway, that was one of the things I wanted to add to this week's episode. And I also wanted to talk about age differentials because I'm dating a wide variety of ages.
Really?
Well, I'm thinking about it.
I never hear any of this.
Well, because I use the term dating loosely. I'm not actually going on dates with them, but I'm matching with them on Hinge.
That's cool.
Okay. I'm 34, as you know.
Yes, I'm well aware because I missed the cake on your birthday.
So I'm starting to think, what is the cutoff in either direction? You know?
Why do you need a cutoff?
I don't think I necessarily do, but I was talking with a friend last night. He's like, he's like between 30 and 35 he's looking for. He's not looking.
How old is he?
34. So he's like, when you're in the 20s, you're in such a different mindset than when you're 34 now.
Yeah, I agree with that. The human brain doesn't fully form until 25.
Okay, but what about like a 28-year-old?
Formed.
Yeah, but that's my brother's age.
So?
You can see me dating someone my brother's age?
Why not?
Yeah, maybe.
When I was 48, I was dating someone your brother's age.
Exactly.
I wasn't loosely calling it dating, though.
Wait. When you were 48, you were dating someone how young?
Probably late 20s.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, not dating like,
you're fucking.
Like, we're basically companions.
Yeah. So then I started thinking, well, I could just bypass the 30s, go right to 40s.
Right. That's if you don't want to maybe have kids.
That's if I don't want to have a kid. So that if I just want to fuck around, right?
This is what I've been saying.
I
wrote the book.
Mom.
What do you think I've been trying to say?
But then I start thinking, okay, so you start fucking around with like someone in their 40s, okay? And they're not having kids. They don't want
or they already have kids.
Or maybe they're like the young 40s, they're still hoping for it. Then you've got to make shit happen quick. But say anywhere in the 40s, they've chosen not to have kids, but then I fall in love with them, which would probably happen to me. You know, when the pressure's not on, that's when I fall in love. Next thing you know, no kids.
Yeah, you got to think about that.
So then do I avoid the 40s entirely?
Go right to the 50s.
No, you
What?
missed the fucking point.
Go down to the 30s.
Yeah, you go down. I think 30s would be good. Lower 30s maybe.
Lower 30s.
Pressure's not on to immediately have a pop
No,
one
the
out.
pressure's on. This is a new thing that women can have babies in their 40s. Typically, that's not the best time to have babies. It's much harder, actually.
So you say the pressure's on even in the 30s.
100%. It's more on the
So
30s
then
than
do I
any
go
other.
The 20s.
It's more on the 30s because those women that clock is ticking.
So I go to the 20s with the
Gotta
undeveloped
go to
brains.
You gotta if you want. If you
I
only
think of
want to
like a
have.
half-baked bread or something like that.
I
in
have
the brain.
done so many TikTok videos where I show a dancing brain
Oh my god!
because some of these guys say such asinine statements to me, and I have to, just.
Cut them.
I
Is
just
that what
have,
you're gonna say?
I was just going to say cut them off, but I just have to educate them that their brain is not fully formed, and that's why they're making stupid ass comments like, "Hey, grandma,
So what would you say?
get off TikTok." This is what I just got. "Hey, grandma, get off TikTok," and I said, "Are you my grandson?"
Got him.
Got him 8,000 views later.
Use them for your benefit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like we got to
So
know.
you're still looking for what decade you should.
I think I'm fine.
emphasize.
I'm gonna say the age. I'm not gonna agree with my friend. I say I'm gonna span the gamut from 27 up to fucking
50.
39.
Why not?
Because I want to pop little babies out.
Oh, so you want to pop babies? Well, that's the one non-compromiser. You can't compromise on that.
The babies.
How would you feel about dating someone who has children already?
Not so excited about it.
Not so excited.
I don't know why. Yeah. You think it's narcissistic of me to want to
No,
have a child of my own?
Narcissistic? No, it means that you
Could
just
be.
no.
What?
Narcissism means you fall in love with yourself and you can't see anybody else's. Viewpoint. You don't have much empathy for anybody else. That's not what you're doing here.
What?
You're just stating a need. I want to have kids. That's it. Bingo, bango, done.
All right. I won't think about it too much.
No, I mean, you have to make a decision. Like when I met these, I said to him, if you want to have kids, you're barking up the wrong tree. He said, I never really wanted kids, so it worked out.
Bingo.
But if you do want kids, that should be articulated that there is a qualifier. So you're really attracted to this girl in her 40s, she doesn't want to have kids. Then you say, fine, let's just have it be purely fun, companionship, sexual stuff, and, assume that you're going to end up going your own ways.
No, I just have a feeling that's not going to work so
You'll
easily.
fall in love with the non-baby woman?
Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be something to happen to you.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
good.
It probably would happen.
Yeah. Thanks. That's why I just kind of have to avoid it entirely,
Right.
Because I think the more challenging that relationship is, the more I'm going to be drawn to wanting it.
Yeah. But then there's the other point of view, which is you're terrified of getting someone pregnant.
I know. And
So this doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Well, obviously, I want a pregnancy with someone who actually I want to be in a relationship with,
So there's two things. One is you want to be in a relationship with someone because you enjoy their company.
Yes.
And two, they have to be wanting babies, but not immediately because you're not ready yet.
Yeah, and we have to gear up for it.
Yeah, there's a
There's a
lot
lot of shit.
of shit going on over there.
God damn.
It's a fucking psychiatrist dream.
All right. Speaking of psychiatrist dream, what's going on in your life, Mother?
I just had an interesting experience yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke on the podcast before about someone not being able to take blood very well in our doctor's office.
I cannot believe that you're bringing this up right now. What if she's listening to this podcast? Or what if the doctor is listening to the podcast?
Well, it just so happens that I don't like to be the guinea pig.
Why are you doing this? All right. You want to go there? We can go there.
All right, so you started out.
What you want? Wait, you're throwing me under the bus right now?
I would never have known about.
Oh God! All right, here's what happened. I went to my doctor's office. I got some blood drawn. Okay, the person that came in there
Clearly did not know how to draw blood.
She was fishing in my arm with a needle, just like fully looking for the vein, just moving that needle all around. Next thing you know,
let's call this girl Nikki.
Okay, Nikki has completely destroyed my fucking arm. It's like pussing in yellow at this point.
And to our listeners,
bleeding everywhere.
Why would it be pussing in yellow? It wouldn't be pussing in yellow.
Why is she fishing in my arm?
Well, that's what happens if you don't know what you're doing. You try to get a vein and you can't get the vein, so you just start fishing.
I'm watching the needle pass back and forth under my skin. I want to vomit. Okay.
It wasn't yellow though.
At that point, it started turning yellow. Actually,
Like you were turning black and blue.
No, yeah, like jaundice.
You're losing your blood.
I don't know what the fuck was going on. The whole thing is exploding.
Okay.
She finally takes it out, and I'm like, she's like, okay, we need to try the other arm. I'm like, no, we don't need to try the other arm. Someone else needs to try the other fucking arm. I don't know if I'm their first patient, but this is not working. I don't say this to her, but this is what's going in my mind.
So Oscar
comes in and saves the day.
Yeah.
Oscar comes in, does the other arm, easy peasy. I drank a cup of water that helped us out, and then we were done. And I said, okay, if I ever come back here and they need to draw blood, it's Oscar, it's not Nikki.
Right.
That's the end. So my mother and I go to the same doctor. I tell this story to my mother, and then
I had to get 16 tubes of blood drawn.
Okay.
For another reason. Basically, it's a journey that I'm living. And she comes in. Nikki comes in to draw 16 tubes of blood.
Now, you have had no experience as Nikki prior.
I have had none, but I heard horror stories.
Good God. Okay.
And I also know for myself that it's a hard thing to find the vein.
Okay.
It's very hard. I have very tiny veins that collapse and things like that. I mean,
Jesus Christ, I don't even want to hear about it.
So I know that it's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nikki comes in. I'm like, whoa. Whoa, Nikki, what are we doing here? I'm looking for someone else, not you. I'm looking for Oscar. She goes, oh, that's okay. You could tell she was taken aback.
Yeah, because you haven't even.
I had no experience with it, but I said, no. This is not going to happen because it's going to be a disaster. 16 tubes. Oscar comes in. He pumps those 16 tubes out like there was no tomorrow. It was like a bing, bang, boom. I don't know how he got it out there, but it was a painless experience. And I'm like, yay. So I'm leaving, and I had to make another appointment for a shot, a big infusion shot. So I said, I want it with Oscar. They go, okay, no problem. You got a 2:00 appointment with Oscar. I go to my 2:00 appointment the next day. No Oscar. Nikki comes in with the shot. I'm like, oh boy, no, Nikki, what's going on here? She goes, oh, Oscar told me to give you the shot in your stomach. I go, shot in my stomach? I'm not getting a shot in my stomach. I have a hard time with shots in general.
You said Nikki can give you a fucking shot. Why you don't even trust her to give you a fucking shot at this point? Anyone could I could give you a shot.
All right, if you had your choice between Nikki and Oscar,
definitely Oscar.
Thank you. So I say to her, I last time I did it, Oscar did it for me, and he did not give me a shot in the stomach.
Oh.
So she goes out, she comes back, she goes, I talked to Oscar. He said yes. He can give it to you in your stomach. I said, really? And I'm looking at it, I'm Googling it.
You're Googling?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I said, I could have sworn he gave it to me in my butt.
Your butt?
You know, you get a shot in
the shot in the butt is way better than the stomach, I'll tell you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm shaking right now because I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I'm letting this girl stick a needle in my stomach. She might rupture an organ or something. The next thing you know, she'll hit my liver or something. I don't know. She'll hit my kidneys. I don't know what the woman is going to do, but it's not going to go in the right place. I could tell you I could be bleeding.
We have fully given up hope on Nikki. Just from my one experience with the fucking arm.
So, and she's telling me she's going to shoot me in the stomach. So I said,
God.
You need to go back out there again, Nikki, and find Oscar.
No.
And meanwhile, I am Googling. I'm Googling how to inject this shot into what areas. And they say you can do it the arm, the stomach, or the leg. So the only thing was, and then I decided to text you and your friend as to what was going on.
And then you say, don't respond right now because they might be looking.
Well, then finally Oscar comes in, and I'm about to show him on my phone that you can do
research, your Googling of how he should be.
Exactly. And that's when I grabbed the phone back and had to text you guys and say, don't respond right now.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, long story short, Oscar grabs a hold of my arm. Boom. Shot goes in, out, done. Happy ending.
Happy ending. Nikki might be wanting to kill herself right now.
He said,
for no reason, she thinks people are now avoiding her.
He said, this happens a lot.
that people bail on Nikki and go for Ozzy.
He goes,
Oscar.
and he goes, it's always better that, treat the patient
You're unbelievable.
with kindness.
Unbelievable.
I said, I hope she doesn't take it personally because she's a lovely girl. She knows how to take my weight and my blood pressure and my temperature. That's where she should stop.
I feel so fucking bad. So bad for Nick.
All right. If anybody, if you guys understand what we're talking about, please text us.
What do you mean to understand what we're talking? No one else has found themselves in this situation. This is not a relatable story.
I guarantee that people can relate to this story.
Okay.
Anyway, that was my life in a nutshell. No, the other thing I was going to tell you is that I got invited to a dinner party in Los Angeles. I've never been at a dinner party in Los Angeles. It's someone's home.
That's
where they
very
actually
sweet.
cooked and we had a nice evening.
Oh.
It hasn't happened in 7 years since I've been in Los Angeles. So that was the excitement of my life. I went to a dinner party.
That's very sweet.
And I went to a Clippers versus Bulls basketball
You've been
game
having quite a week, Mother.
with your younger brother.
Mom,
Anyway.
we're coming towards the end of our show, and we have a few more things to hit.
Well, something that I've been, teasing the listeners with, teasing little sneaky freaks with, is that, well, I'm going to tee it up and say the chicken has come home to roost.
What?
Apparently, something had happened. I was searching through our Twitter, and I saw something. And I thought I'd put it on our section of hit on or shit on.
Hit on or shit on. This is where we take your comments and determine if they are a hit on or a shit on.
This is unreal, Cam. Unreal. I look at our message, and the message says, Kristen Walker sent you a picture.
What? Wait, what?
Kristen Walker, the girl that got away. The girl that you have been unrequited love since you went on a cruise and when you were 12 years old.
I would like to know if this is her, but all I see, her picture is just an ass.
Yeah. Kristen has
gone. Is this is someone playing a practical joke on us? On me?
I don't think so.
You think this is her?
I think this is Kristen Walker's ass.
From the Alaskan cruise when I was 13 years old?
Yep.
No way.
Yep, it's got to be her.
No fucking way.
I mean, there's no way we can recognize the ass because
she's a completely different body at this point. She's about 20 years older than she was before.
Well, it might be her.
No fucking way. How do we find out? Did you respond?
I have not.
What was the picture of?
Her ass.
It was a picture of her ass?
In the G-string.
Wait. Did she just send you a message request? Wait, was this your person? Wait, where did this come into? I'm getting all flustered right now.
The next question after that was from Desmond, who said, please, I want a sugar mama.
Okay, Mom. I have to take out my phone right now. This should have been informed. I should have been informed of this a long time ago.
Kristen Walker.
So for those of you who don't know, when I was fucking 13, I fell in love with a woman named Kristen Walker, who was also, I think, probably a 13, maybe a 14-year-old, on an Alaskan cruise, and I've been searching for her ever since.
He came home and he searched everywhere. He called.
This has got to be a joke, though. That someone actually is named Kristen Walker. Where did you find this, Mom?
On Twitter.
Twitter? I don't think that's right. Why would she have a picture like this on Twitter? I can't even find her now.
Or maybe it's on Instagram.
This is a disaster. I can't find her anywhere, Mom.
Well,
you had my hopes up.
I guess that's a hit on.
It would have been a hit on, but it could also be someone shitting on me by making a fake account named Kristen Walker. I can't even find this anywhere. Mom, where did you find this?
I don't know. I forgot.
Mom!
It could be TikTok. It could be Instagram.
God.
It could be a number of different places. While you're looking that up, I'm going to give you another.
Is it Twitter?
I don't know, but I got another one this was definitely on TikTok, who said, hey, Grandma, I'm a grandpa. Want to hook up? Winky face. What is that? First of all, I'm not a grandma.
Do you want to hook up with this guy?
He doesn't. His name is Alex. That's all I got.
It's a hit on and a shit on all at once.
Yep.
All right. That's our segment of hit on or shit on. We will soon update you whether Kristen Walker is a real person or whether it's one of you fucking
sneaky little freaks that are playing a little gag gift on Cam.
Yeah.
I did have a little bit of mom's news.
Mom's news.
Mom's news.
Mom's news is a segment of the show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. What do we got, Mom?
from the Mirror, my excellent tabloid that I always like to get my current information from.
Mm-hmm.
This is I just got the headlines and we'll fill in the rest because I just had to share this. There was a man who married a sex doll, but he found new love with an ashtray that he took from a nightclub. That is the headlines. And I had to delve in a little further.
Yeah.
Let's just marinate on that one for a minute.
Okay. Let's marinate.
He's married to a sex doll.
Yeah.
We've covered that before.
This particular guy, or is this another guy?
In general, there are
people out
plenty
there
of
married to sex
people
dolls.
that are married to sex dolls. I guess they don't get any back talk from them.
Maybe eventually they're going to have AI sex dolls, and then you're going to really have a full-blown emotional connection with them.
Right, but in the meantime, he's
Sex
divorcing.
doll.
He's divorcing his sex doll
Divorcing?
because he fell in love with an ashtray that he took from this nightclub.
That's very sweet.
His name is Kazakh Muscle Man.
Oh, we have talked about him on the show.
Okay. Yuri Tolchko. How do you say that? Tolochko, 36. He said he was intrigued by the ashtray's, quote, brutal scent and the touch of metal as he moves. Now, that's a thing.
Those are actually very sweet, descriptors.
I mean, he could have had the sex doll just like smoke a cigarette and smell the same thing as an ashtray, but for some reason he liked this one because it has a touch of metal in it.
You know, in the game Fuck, Marry, Kill,
Yes.
between like a sex doll, an ashtray, a plant, I think I would probably kill the ashtray, or if not kill, at least fuck the ashtray.
But you want to marry the plant.
I would marry the plant for sure, but I wouldn't divorce the sex doll for the
Ashtray.
the ashtray, because the ashtray is so you want that brutal scent around all the time.
He likes it. He likes it.
You want to touch that metal. It seems very, very.
It was enough. It was enough of an impetus to leave his wife.
Thank you so much for sharing that information.
I just
Mom.
thought I'd update.
That was really sweet, great news. Thank you for keeping us on current.
I appreciate that you appreciate.
Yep, that was Mom's News.
Mom's News. Mom's News.
And now for the segment of the show that you all have been waiting for.
Oh my goodness.
The segment of the show that makes your teeth chatter, your asshole fissure.
Makes you want to lick an ashtray.
Lick an ashtray. It's Cam's Uppers.
Cam's Uppers is the place to be. Fun living is the life for me.
Cam's Uppers is a segment of the show where I share something near and dear to my heart. Something that my mother typically finds
boring.
Or
extremely boring.
Or
exceptionally boring.
It's Cam's Uppers. All right, so here's something that's not so boring for you. It's a quote from Teddy Roosevelt. What?
I love my quotes from Eleanor Roosevelt.
Well, can you
do something every day that scares you?
Well, can I share one with Teddy?
With Teddy, sure. Is Teddy the one who had the polio, or is it FDR? Franklin. Joel.
I think it was.
Which the Roosevelts had the polio?
This is very embarrassing that I don't know this.
I think I'm going with that. Franklin had polio.
Franklin? I think that sounds right. I think that's right. Yeah. FDR was the New Deal guy. I think he had polio. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much
Confirmed
for that.
by Joel. It is Franklin with polio. So Teddy, no polio, said, in any situation, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The second best thing is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Make some moves.
Gotta act.
Act on it.
Act.
Sitting
back and letting our country go to shit, climate-wise, no one's acting.
No one's acting. This can apply to relationships. You see a cute person on the side of the road that you think you're going to connect with, fucking go out up there. Say something.
You're on a cruise ship going to Alaska. You could have gotten Kristen Walker's phone number, but chickened out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had to fucking pine away for 20 years and wait for her to slide into my mother's Twitter DMs.
With a picture of a G-string in her ass. With a picture of her ass. She does have a nice ass from the picture. Nice and round.
I love that he kind of acknowledges that the second best thing is the wrong thing. So you could, you make mistakes and then you fix them.
You know what you taught me?
What's that, Mom?
You learn more from your failure than success. You learned that at Stanford.
Okay. That was it. That's the show. I want to thank all of you for being the sneakiest little fucks that you are, and for supporting us, for joining us on this family adventure.
Yeah, we got some new followers, and because of other podcasts had recommended us.
Shout out to those who came from the Horny Housewife.
Yeah, so we welcome you to our Sneaky Freak family. We do have a Patreon page, which is always updated. I just updated it again.
Really?
Yeah. And a prior episode, I talked about meeting Rhea Perlman from Cheers.
Look at that.
And I put that picture up. Only patrons can see it.
At patreon.com/sex talk with my mom. You can give us a few dollars a month, and it helps us keep the lights on in this studio, this beautiful studio that we're in. Otherwise, it's coming right out of our pockets.
Right. But the main reason I like that you are involved is because we're a family.
We're a family.
We're a family, and we're a tree.
And we do a monthly Zoom call. Although this past month, unfortunately, we had a lot on our plate. We didn't organize it, but we will be organizing it very soon.
Yeah, those are fun.
So join us. And
I will I haven't done that yet, but some of these responses, little Sneaky Freak responses, I will put them on Patreon.
We'll work up to that. And if you're enjoying this, please do us a favor. Share it with a friend. Share it with a family member. If you can leave us,
preferably not your 2 or 4 year olds.
If you can leave us a rating and review, that also really helps us out. And it's free. It takes 2 seconds. You can find out how to do that at ratethispodcast.com/mom. Or if you're listening on Spotify, just click that rating in the top left corner and give us 5 stars.
Yeah, we just went up in popularity on the sex podcast to the 29th.
That's right. All right. Thank you for being sneaky freaks. We love you guys.
And I'm going to sing them out.
Sing them.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having your little crushies.
Crushies?
Crushies.
I like it.
It was going to be ashtrays. That didn't go with the E.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys.
Wasn't my best, but I think I was pretty good being dope sick.
Dope sick. Bye.
Bye.